Hello, everybody. I'm back. Sorry, it's been a month, but life and my guy's not tracking. Fun, regardless. You understand. You can hear me. That's all that matters. We're back. I got stuff to talk about. I will be post. There'll be a couple of videos actually. I'll be ready this time, so don't you worry. So let's get back. And yes, new model. Hopefully it's actually tracks better this time. It's not amazing, but it is what it is. So we were last off we were here. And I also have stuff to talk about. Hello, buddy. Hello. Think of a Dana Denier. Hello, bunny. Understand. I had a interesting thing. This is also going to be a Mass Effect. Of course, I fixed the tracking of my thing, and now it does want to work. Cool. Cool. I mean, no, everything's going wrong. Everything is always going wrong. That is not what I want. There we go. Blah. Okay. Works a little bit. Screw it, We ballin'. Anywho. I have a new conversational piece while we explore this game. Also, this game got some updates. I don't know if I can set spawn here or anything. We'll go. This guy's close. I'm running way past him. So, today, we're going to be talking about Mass Effect. I had an interesting thought process. There's a couple, because Mass Effect is, like I talked about, one of my favorite RPGs. One of the things Gotcha. One of the last things I talked about was, RPGs, and be talking about stuff while I'm doing this. I will be playing a horror game soon. I'll be posting soon. Anywho, back on the topic. Mass Effect. With theory crafting for the next game, what could, if there was to be a refresh, what would it be? And this also me dipping a little bit into Dragon Age. But, here's what I would like to see. In my hopingness of Mass Effect, as a Mass Effect fan, I want the game obviously not have Shepard. I think Shepard had their story. I love Shepard, we need to be done with them. Shepard had his time. Another thing would be cool, or I think I would like actually. I would love for the next game to take the Dragon Age Origins approach, or what the Dragon Age games has done recently, which is let us be the other, people, the other species, the other races. That would be really fun to see. Sword coming. Actually, it'd be fun to be like, oh, if our new protagonist is a Krogan or a Solarian, which if you don't know what those are, I recommend looking them up. But I give a little bit of detail. It would be fun to have that. I think humanity had its moment, especially since, in my opinion, look, I would love for the universe where all the endings can mean something. It's too mass, and that's supposed to be the final finale. Hello, shiny thing. I would love them to, be smart with it, but I don't think so. The other thing is I would love for them. Oh, hey, Bear. Hey, my brother. I don't think you want to go after me. Yeah. Oh my god, this guy's going after me. I'm gonna die. Hello, chick. Why? Thank you. Stay away from me. Oh. Okay. I would love for the game to take the route that we could be the other species. The only fun thing I can think of, if they have the option of us to be the different endings matter. If you do anything that isn't red, right, where the robots or synthetics were able to live, aka Geth, it'd be fun to be like, oh, the protagonist would be a Geth. That'd be interesting to see. I think that'd be an interesting concept, anyways. But, so I would love for I'm done hearing my health bar too soon. I would love for it to do a Dragon Age thing of, hey, we are the other species. I would love for I think, because my head is that at the end of Mass Effect 3, everyone is stuck in the Earth's solar system. So it makes sense that now the Sol system, our system, is now the sole focus of the universe, the galaxy. Especially if it's going to be, possibly 100 whatever amount of years later, whatever the time frame is in Mass Effect Origin, Andromeda, I mean. But I would just think that'd be that the focal point would be there. People were gonna forget the horrors of. I mean, some people. I think the Asari will be like, "Remember this? Remember?" And everyone else is like, "Oh, you're old." I think it'd be a cool restart. I do want the game to be small to go big. Like Mass. I mean, all the Mass Effects have always been like, "Oh, important." Ooh, that's cool. But that's where I would love to see where it goes. Hello, friend. What do you guys think of that? Leave a comment down below. What would you want to see the next Mass Effect game to be? What's your expectations? What would you want them to improve on? There's definitely plenty. So the other thing we're gonna talk about, if Dragon Age or Mass Effect. I think Dragon Age, Mass Effect doesn't really need one, but specifically Dragon Age. If it had a reset, which is a complete, reset, I would love for, is this the same Forgotten Temple? There's one in the circle. No, this is a different. Interesting. I would love for if there was gonna be a reset, there's a couple things in my head that fits right from everything we've seen in of all the Dragon Age games. They can either do one. The most controversial take I have is make it like Mass Effect. So be one protagonist through all 3 games. Either whoever the warden's gonna be and make him speak, like an Inquisition style, or, and the most controversial thing of it all, if Dragon Age 2 was successful, right? Most likely, Hawk would have been the protagonist Inquisition, and whatever it was gonna be for Utrest. Ride. Alright. How do piggies? Raw wild 7. Gosh darn. Oh, that. And the reason I think either they make Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age 1 in this reimagining, and let's play as Hawk or whoever, right? But in that, I don't want it to be human. I like to be like in position that we're, Dragon Age Origins, but we can speak, and then progress the game forward then. But might need to be, like Dragon Age 2, where we're playing as Hawk. And Hawk's not a bad character. I like the interpret. Oh, hello. Oh my god. Oh, you did a lot of damage. That was a lot. Okay. Oh god, back here. Gosh darn it. And I tried to fix my tracking earlier and did not want to work. Okay. I will. Let me see something. Oh, because I did that. There we go. Maybe? No? Okay. Okay, never mind. He does not want to work. Okay. Whatever. Got it. We ballin'. What? What's that? Let me go that direction. In my head, either again, we remaster Dragon Age Origins. It can stay the same, or it definitely things to be added at the very least, right? Or completely new thing, but in the Dragon Age world. Again, the most controversial thing is make Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age 1 as our beginning point, and progress from there, right? I'm not a huge fan of that. It's kind of crazy, myself saying that. The thing I would prefer is if we do, right. This is what I'm about to say, kind of insane. Dragon Age Origins, and they can stay the same with the same threats. Hey, buddy. Okay. So with the Darkspawn and the, you becoming a warden and all that, I would love for the DLC Dragon Age Origins to stay true. Other than obviously the one we could leave with Morgan. I would like to say that could be a thing, but I would say we get captured doing our Grey Warden stuff, right? Maybe at the end of after us talking to the talking Darkspawn, for example. And that will be our introduction to Dragon Age 2. In that game, we are not at Kirkwall. We will be prisoners of the Canary. And depending on our connection with, I forget his name, but the companion from Dragon Age Origins, who was a Canary, maybe we will have a better start. And we are maybe part of the ship going to Kirkwall to change it up. And maybe we are aware of it because of a couple things, right? I would say, first off, changing the Dragon Age Origins in human origin to what Hawk is in Dragon Age 2. Let me see if I can die, snake. But what do you guys think? I'll use this maybe for talking point another point. Point. But I would love to hear your guys' theories. Theory crafting is fun. I always love talking about that, especially since Dragon Age Mass Effect. This fix is cool. It's almost at my little keeping up point, so let me do a little final thought experiment. Oh no, wrong button. Make this for the next episode, which won't be in a month. It'll actually be very soon. Yeah. There we go. So what do you guys would think? What would you guys want for the future? A complete restart of Dragon Age, or continuing from what we have to do something else? And what would you want for next Mass Effect? Would us to be same human? Would you want us to be a another race like I've been thinking? Or, something else? I would love to hear what you guys think. Thank you very much for watching this. If you can, please subscribe, put the bell icon, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd love to have a conversation with y'all. Have a wonderful day. Bye!